Revenge of the Sith is arguably the most watched Star Wars movie ever. And if you haven't seen it, you've probably seen the memes. You've probably heard the quotes.
What?
Over and over again. So in some way, it has become part of Americana, eclipsing even the originals. I would say so, right?
It's not true.
That's fair to say. I think we can all agree on that one.
No!
But the movie is not perfect. There's a lot of questions tied to it. And one of these questions, ladies and gentlemen, is why didn't Count Dooku simply tell Anakin that Palpatine was Darth Sidious and the Sith Lord behind it all? Why didn't he just tell him? He was right there. To understand why Count Dooku didn't snitch on the Sith, why he kept it tall, why he didn't fold, we have to look back at the novelization of Revenge of the Sith. And it's an awesome book. It expands on the lore. It gives us scenes that weren't included in the movie.
Exactly.
But there are some scenes that I wish they would have kept in there. And the scene that I'm going to describe to you guys explains as to why Count Dooku didn't snitch on the Sith. You see, before Anakin and Obi-Wan pulled up on the Sith, pulled up on Grievous and Dooku, Sidious and Dooku were having a little meeting. They were going over the plan and what comes next. That the war was coming to an end and this was the end game. Sidious explained to Dooku what was going to happen. He told him that Anakin and Obi-Wan were about to pull up and Count Dooku was ordered to destroy Kenobi and to simply toy with Anakin. Sidious believed that by getting rid of Kenobi, he would bring Anakin closer to the dark side. And we see this, where Dooku tries to take out Kenobi and simply toys with Anakin, luring him, baiting him, teasing him, telling him, hey, just use it. Just get a little angry. Come on. We see this. We see him do this, you know? Ultimately, it doesn't work out for him. That was all part of the plan. And to be fair, Count Dooku the GOAT had his reservations to killing Obi-Wan. So we saw how it played out, pretty much according to plan, with the exception of one thing. You see, originally, and this is explained in the book, the plan was for Dooku to toy with Anakin and ultimately throw the fight, lose, and get captured. It was then that the war was going to be over. Sidious was going to work behind the scenes and change the perspective as to who the true villain of the Clone Wars was. Not Dooku, but Grievous. Grievous was the one to blame. He was a droid. He was the commander of the droids, the general of the Separatists. Dooku was just a simple Jedi that saw that the Jedi were going astray. So Dooku knew this, and he was going along with it. So it was to his surprise that when he turned into a double pirate, lost his hands, and put on his knees, he was low-key thinking like, whoa, bro, you're going a little bit too hard now. And Sidious ordered Anakin to destroy Dooku. Dooku was shocked. He's like, bro, you're just gonna switch it up on me like that? We were literally just talking about our future together. Which, if you guys want to know what was gonna happen after he gets captured, you know, I already explained how they were gonna try and make him into a victim of the war, and they were gonna shift blame from him to Grievous as being the villain. Well, once that is done, Sidious was going to make Dooku the general of a Sith army. He knew that Anakin was ultimately going to be the apprentice. He knew his days as the apprentice were coming to an end. But why didn't he just say something? Well, in the book, going back to the novelization now, Dooku begs for his life. And as he's begging, Sidious gives us one of the best quotes in all of Star Wars. Do it. And it was then that Dooku was about to. In the book, this is all in the book, ladies and gentlemen. You need to watch this. You need to read the book. I know reading is boring. I understand it's boring. Nobody likes to read. I don't blame you. I don't like to read either. But in the book, he is begging for his life and he's about to spill the beans. He's about to go take Kasha 6ix9ine on the Sith and give up the entire block. But just as he's about to open his mouth, well, you know what happens. Why wasn't him begging in the movie? You know, it would have gave us so much context. Well, Christopher Lee, the GOAT, didn't feel that Dooku would do such a thing. You know, Dooku's a respectable, honorable guy. You know, he stands tall. But anyway, hit the subscribe button if you haven't. I'll catch you next time.